Good morning, loyal followers. It is 8:30 a.m. I'm eating this fucking salad finally. My pad stayed inflated through the night. I'm happy about that. We got all showered and we're gonna start packing up here shortly. Our ride should be here at 10 a.m. Same woman that brought us in. What was her name? Duck? Duck. She gives out the little rubber duckies that you saw in the last video. So her trail name, I guess, is Duck. And then gotta get back to hiking, I guess. The water source is 12 miles from the trailhead, so I think the only plan we have right now is to at least try to hit the water source and then just kind of play it by ear for the rest of the day. We're back on trail after the ride from Amy, aka Duck. She was awesome. If you're looking for a ride into Ridgecrest, give her a call. She was a lot of fun. We are hauling about 4 liters of water, and that should hopefully get us 12 miles to the next source. The source is like a quarter mile off trail, but comments are saying that there's a stream on trail just before then that we should be able to grab from. Hopefully that's the case. Don't want to do the extra walking if we don't have to. I should start chugging some of this water because I've had like 4 cups of coffee this morning. Probably a bad decision. Ridgecrest was a cool little town. There's 4 different options of towns to resupply in from Walker Pass. I don't know if I said that, but Ridgecrest was the best option for us, and I recommend it. I forgot to tell you guys that last night we were laying in bed. It's like 8 o'clock, and the chap says, "So did you get your SIM cards at Walmart?" And I was like, fuck, completely forgot. Had that whole mishap with the package situation and canceled, the order, and I meant to get them when we were at Walmart, and I completely forgot about it. So I ended up walking whatever it is, 1.5 miles back to Walmart, grabbed a couple SIM cards, and then walked back. So I should be squared away for a little while. Wasn't really expecting to have 8,000 switchbacks this morning. But you can see them, check it out. Boom, 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 boom. That was a tough one. I think we're almost there though. I totally lied. We were not at all close to done with that climb. We're still climbing, but we're most of the way up. And we found this, the chap found this campsite here. It's really nice, actually. We're gonna have lunch. I'm gonna eat this guy because it's the heaviest thing that I have in my food bag. I've eaten meals like this before and they don't usually cook that well. I'm hoping this one goes differently. It sounds really good. Let's give it a try. These things don't really need to cook. It's more just about heating them up. I probably could just eat these cold, honestly. It might be a good idea. It's alright, it's kind of bland. I'm gonna dump a bunch of sriracha in here. Finished up with lunch. We got about 8 more for the day. Well, at least to that water. We haven't really planned much past there. I guess we'll see how we feel once we get there. But it seems like it's kind of leveled out a little bit. We must be done with the climb. And I think we might start dropping eventually as well. That's crazy. Whew. There's one lonely tree right there. It's so funny looking in person. And it's like leaned to the side at a 45-degree angle. Hang in there, fella. wind is insane. And it's all like shale and shit that I'm tripping over. Not that much fun. Also, the sky is very gray, which I do not like at all. I'm glad we're starting down, because this isn't somewhere that I want to be if it starts to storm. We're like 7,200 feet up, I think. So once we got to the other side of this guy, the skies were blue, the sun was out, it's nice and warm again. Meanwhile, a half hour ago I was shivering, the sky was gray. Very strange day. We should be coming up on this water source any minute. I'll tell you what, I've had a freaking really bad headache all day. It started in the hotel room. I thought it was from all the coffee. I've been chugging water all day. I've been eating good all day. It just hasn't really gone away. Definitely going to take some Advil when we get to camp. It's the only thing I use Advil for is headaches out here. Never for, you know, my knees hurting or anything like that. Don't want to mask problems, but I do get headaches from time to time. Stopped at the creek just back there. I forgot to whip this thing out and take a clip of it, but it was a nice water source, you know, flowing really well and easy to collect from. I've got 3 liters on me because our next source is only like 6.5 from here, so 3 liters should be plenty to get me through the night and to that source tomorrow. We're just kind of looking for a place to make home for the night. We know that there's a bunch of people ahead of us, and there's also a handful of tent sites up here, so I don't know how full it's going to be or what, but we'll find out soon enough. As we were sitting back there at the water source, I pulled out far out and I started looking at the upcoming mileage, and I had a realization, and I looked over to Chap and I said, well, we passed it. And he said, past what? And I said, the 1/4 mark. We are 1/4 done with this trail as of today, as of maybe 2 miles ago. Didn't see any signs or anything. I thought for sure there would be, but if there was, we missed it, and I haven't seen any photos or anyone else post anything about it, so maybe there's just nothing. But yeah, 1/4 of the way fucking done, which is crazy. It's super cliche to say, but yeah, in some ways it feels like we've been out here forever. In some ways it feels like we just started. It feels good. Makes me feel like we're accomplishing something, and I'm excited. I'm getting more and more excited for the Sierras and a change of scenery, and I'm very nervous, but I know that'll subside once we get there. Anyway, enough fucking rambling. Let's go set this tent up somewhere. Here's the patch of dirt that we will live on for today, and today only. Quite a spot.
Tomorrow we shall find new dirt.
All right, everybody, I think that's going to wrap it up for the day. We did 13 on the dot, I believe, which is pretty good numbers since we didn't start until like 11 o'clock or so. I'll take it. My head's feeling a lot better. I did take some Advil and took it right away, so no issues there. I ate double ramen as usual and a bunch of snacks, so I'm feeling good. It's a little chilly. I think it might get a little cold tonight. We keep getting these crazy wind gusts here, but hopefully it doesn't get any worse. Tomorrow, I know there's an official campsite, like where people can car camp and do that whole thing. That's at 16 miles. So maybe we'll plan to stay there or push a few more after that. We don't really have to kill ourselves the next couple days for getting into Kennedy Meadows. We want to get to Kennedy Meadows like during the day when Grumpy Bears is open, because, you know, I don't know if you've seen it on other YouTube videos or whatever, but hikers kind of walk up and everyone that's sitting at the bar or eating or whatever, they all clap for the hikers because it's a big deal. We're done with the desert, so we kind of want to experience that and you know, not get there late when things are closed or something like that. So we're planning around that, and we're going to be fine mileage wise. So we'll kind of play it by ear tomorrow, but that's all I'm going to say for tonight. We're going to have a pretty cool sunset right here. If it's anything spectacular, I'll show you guys that, but otherwise I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I am going to say I love you to Eminem tonight because it is the 24th anniversary of Marshall Mathers LP, which is one of my favorite albums of all time, if not my favorite album of all time. I was a 7-year-old kid bleaching my hair and wearing white tees and all that shit, and I know you guys really don't care, but it's fun for me. So good night. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Good morning, folks. Had a great night's sleep last night. I laid here and stargazed through my bug mesh until I felt soundly asleep. So soundly asleep that I think some fucking bastard chewed through my socks. Like, I just started using this pair, and there's no way that they were like this yesterday, because I would have noticed. I woke up this morning, took them out of my shoes, and this is what I find.
It'd be worse if they're on you still.
I mean, it would be worse, but I mean, I just don't understand. If they did chew, they missed out on the food bag, because the food bag was right out there as well. But anyway, I guess I'll have to find somewhere else that does the darn tough exchange and try to get a new fucking pair. But anyway, like I said, 16 miles from here is that campsite, and we're just kind of hoping that someone offers us beer or hot dogs or something fun. It's probably not going to happen, but it is Saturday and it's Memorial Day weekend, so you never know. And that's all we really have planned so far. We are just winging it each and every day, just how we should be. So an important part of my morning routine, and really anytime that I leave somewhere, whether it be a hotel or, you know, the spot that we pick for lunch or whatever, I got to do the dad scan, right? Now, I don't have kids, I'm not a dad, but I've got this dad scan thing down pat. Like, I've got it down, right? So you got to turn around, you got to make sure no one forgot anything. So I'll take my eyes, you know, and I'll do switchbacks across everywhere, you know, Chapin Eyes tent site. Anybody drop anything? No. And I'll do this for, you know, depending how neurotic I feel at that particular time, I'll do it for 20 seconds or maybe fucking 20 minutes. But nobody's forgetting shit when I'm around, I promise you that. So there was a stream down there at the base of the climb, and apparently there's a better water source up here. It's like a waterfall. It's like just really good. So I'm gonna hit that one instead. We have this 2,000 foot climb that we're starting right now. It's very long, similar to yesterday, but thankfully we're getting it done nice and early. Man, that comment was right. This thing really is gushing like your mom. pretty much at the top of this climb. We start dropping in a little bit here. Try to find somewhere to take lunch. Been a beautiful day. Things are looking more green. Scenery's already changing. Stopped for lunchy. I'm going to give these rice and beans a try. So far it's not looking like much, but we're going to let it set for a while and see what happens. That shit do be looking good. Give it another minute. I think these hot sauces were $1 because the bottles don't fucking work. Finished up lunch, and that was probably the best lunch meal that I've had since I've been out here. I'm definitely going to get those again. The problem is probably won't be able to do it unless we have a Walmart in town, but good meal to have in the back of my mind for sure. Now we start this long steady descent down to this campsite, and we'll just hope that it's fun down there and that's where we want to stay. I just had what I like to call an SA. An SA stands for shit attack, which is when you have no time. You better get the fuck off this trail and not dick around, because it's coming one way or another. I survived this one, but I have been down before as well. Fireball update number 3. She is at Kennedy Meadows. She got there yesterday, and she's still saying that she's going to wait for us and then let us have our 0 and enter the Sierras with us. So I got to drop my number here. I'll say 25% chance of never seeing her again. And that's because she could wait, and she probably will, but there's another chance she starts partying it up with a bunch of other hikers over the next couple days, and she's like, fuck it, I'm leaving these 2 boring guys behind and going to take off with a new tramline. That's at 25%. This is what I'm talking about. I just came up to this sign. We're right before that campground, and it looks like we got trail magic all weekend. Memorial Day weekend. That's this weekend. Hell yeah. Site 3. Where's Site 3? Alright people, we're here at this trail magic. We're both setting our tents up. There's people everywhere. Because this trail magic's pretty awesome. It's right there, and I'll take you down there in a minute after I get fixed up here. But 1 beer deep, hopefully a few more in my future, and I think they're starting to cook burgers and shit at like 6 o'clock, so definitely not leaving this party. Kennedy Meadows can wait.
And she's been like on.
I've seen some of his stuff. My next bucket list thing over there is I want to go to the Dolomites, right? Anyway, so I sold those big systems. So we got here. We can definitely put some pepper.
In the spot, pinky's out.
We just had dinner here at the Trail Magic. They had burgers, salad, baked beans, all kind of stuff. We're still drinking beer. They got plenty of other drinks and all that good stuff. This is just awesome. Definitely the best Trail Magic experience that we've had on the PCT, for sure. They do this every year, I guess Memorial Day weekend, in memory of their friend. So it's been a lot of fun. This is also probably the biggest group of hikers that we've been in. Seriously, like there's like 25, 30 hikers here. It's starting to wind down a little bit now. A lot of them have gone to bed, but it's been a lot of fun meeting some of the hikers. There's a couple folks that work at Kennedy Meadows here as well, so we're talking to them. It's just been a really good experience. But of course now I'm not going to want to leave. I mean, we're obviously staying the night, but these people are staying here doing trail magic for the next 3 days. It's like we could just stay here, but no, we've got to catch up with Fireball. Fucking Fireball. All right, guys, it's late and everyone is sleeping around me, so I'm gonna say a quick good night. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what we're doing. We're just gonna get as close to Kennedy Meadows as we can so that the next day we can walk in nice and quick and get there very early. We had a really good night here at the Trail Magic. So tonight I'm going to say I love you to everyone who put it together, because we had a really good time. And it's been one of the better experiences we've had socially anyway. So good night, everyone. I'll see you in the morning.